Alright, so today we're going to be talking about South Korea, or more specifically, the first few Korean animated movies. All came from South Korea. Yeah, North Korea. I'm not sure what they were up to at the time, but yeah, I'm not sure if like any of the Kim Jongs were in power yet, but whatever. So so yeah, this year they released three animated movies, their first three ever. So let me see if I can take a look at the first one. So the first one is called Gil-dong. Most of these I don't know how they're pronounced, so I apologize if I like butcher any Korean Korean dialect or whatever. So so yeah, it's about this young man who lives with this royal family, or he's like the illegitimate son of this I forget the guy's rank, but he's got some power. But yeah, his mother is not the queen. It is actually a handmaid. Um, and yeah, there's this fortune teller comes in one day on the father's birthday, and then he tells the father that his son's gonna bring great destruction or something like that, and the father has to get rid of him. Um, so the father kicks him out, and the son beats up the fortune teller along the way because he finds out that a he's a fraud who's been paid off by the father's wife, who's not his mother. So he sets out, runs away from home, and along the way he meets this young boy named Chadol Bawi. Again, don't know how to pronounce all these names, but yeah. So Chadol Bawi is his father was killed by this corrupt governor or something, or yeah, I forget the guy's rank. I can't remember all the details, but yeah, basically some corrupt dictator jerk. Um, and it turns out the guy steals money from the villagers, and or it's like high taxes or something, and so the main hero goes after him, and pretty much the rest of the movie is just the main hero versus like this corrupt government. Along the way, he and Chadol Bawi, they start learn. Yeah, they start. They meet this old hermit master guy, and he starts teaching them. Well, first he makes them clean his dojo or something, and or shack, whatever, wherever he lives. And yeah, Chattel Bowie runs out of patience, and he just runs off. And but yeah, the main hero is patient enough that the old man is willing to teach him. So they train, and then it says that many years have passed, and yet nobody has aged a day. Like, yeah, we see most of the characters, and yeah, none of them look any older. The kid is still a kid. He hasn't like gone through puberty or anything. Um, Even though he looks like he's about 10 years old. Um, but yeah, they fight the government, they beat them, and there's some other details that I can't quite remember, or at the very least can't word as well. Um, I think it was a pretty decent movie. It was enjoyable enough. The animation was pretty cheap, but um, it is worth noting that this is the first movie they ever did, first Korean movie ever. So, or Korean animated movie. So, all things considered, it's not bad. I mean, at least it's not like assaulting my senses like Princess Iron Fan did. Um, it's not as stupid as Momotaro's Divine Sea Warriors. Yeah, it's definitely better than either of those movies. Um, is there anything else to say? Well, anyway, there's like this follow-up movie that I guess is the second Korean animated movie. Um, Sorry. So this one actually focuses on the kid Chadol Bawi. Yeah, I really shouldn't keep trying to pronounce their names. Um, but yeah, it's called Hopi and Chadol Bawi. Yeah, I'll just say ahead of time, Hopi is yeah, quote, Hopi is this thief. So yeah, I'll just call them the kid and the thief, I guess. So the kid, um, I think it takes place while the main character from the other movie is training with the old master. Either that, or it might take place after that one. I don't know. But yeah, the kid is looking for a new master because he knows he can't simply go back to the other master. Um, so he gets attacked by wolves, but then he gets saved by this thief, and then he gets in a fight with a bunch of guards, and then the thief saves him from them again. Like both the wolves and the guards, the kid manages to take them on, but they have him kind of outmatched by the end. There's too many of them. So yeah, the thief manages to take them all out, and so yeah, he saves his life twice. So he tries to ask him if he'll serve as his sensei, I guess. But the thief turns out to be a total jerk, and and yeah, they chase after him, and then he like drops this big bag of gold and jewelry, I guess. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the kid befriends this like big oafish kind of dumb muscle type character who pretends to be the thief, but he's not competent enough to be the thief. Blah blah blah. So yeah, we got a comic relief sidekick. Um, so yeah, they find the loot in the bag, and they're like, "Oh, we're rich," and they find this house where this old man lives. He's sleeping, but then the thief finds them there. But then the old man finds out about the thief, and it turns out he's like his old master, and the old man catches the thief and shames him for being a thief instead of trying to protect their lands from the corrupt government. Um, so yeah, there's this guy in power who's I'm not gonna try and go into all the details. Like the thief stole some kind of important parchment of some sort from him, documents, um, and it was part of some deal he made with like this evil demon or something, the corrupt dictator guy. Um, so yeah, along the way they have to fight the corrupt government and the evil demon. Um, and yeah, it's the animation has definitely improved since the previous movie. Um, and yeah, there's some pretty entertaining fight scenes, at least for the time this was made, considering it's in a really old animated film from from a country who hasn't made any before, or before these first two. Um, but yeah, both were pretty enjoyable. I'd give yeah, I'd give the first movie a 6. The second one I think was a little better. I think I'd give it a 7. Um, I don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, overall, they're kind of like generic, old school anime movies. They're not from Japan, but they're pretty similar to a lot of Japanese movies that were coming out, or Japanese animated movies that were coming out at the time. So, so yeah, I'll probably leave it at that for those movies. There's one more Korean movie that came out that year, though. It's called Heungbu and Nolbu. I don't know how you pronounce it, because yeah, I don't know Korean dialect, but yeah, I've watched I've looked at bits and pieces from the movie because it looks really interesting. It's a stop motion movie. Um, it's based on some old Korean folktale, um, and it's yeah. I've looked at some of the imagery from that movie, and yeah, it looks really interesting, kind of creepy at the same time. Um, so it's like a stop motion movie, and it's the stop motion's kind of cheap, but at the same time, it looks very innovative. I don't know, it's got a very low budget charm to it. Um, and it's a shame I can't watch it all the way through because I can't understand the dialogue or anything. It's available on YouTube, but it doesn't have any subtitles or anything. Um, if anyone can find that movie and with yeah, the full movie with some kind of translation, um, please point me out to it because I would love to watch that movie all the way through and understand what they're saying. Because, like I said, it looks really interesting. Um, but yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. I mean, for their first 3 movies, they don't look half bad. I don't know. I'm not sure if I haven't really heard the best things about Korean animation in the future, but or over the years. But for their first 3 animated films, these don't seem half bad. Um, I mean, I can't rate the last one I talked about because again, I couldn't actually watch it, um, but yeah, it does look cool though. But yeah, I guess if you're interested, feel free to check them out. Um, Even if you can't understand the dialogue in the last one, I guess there's not much else to say. So yeah, as usual, if I have anything else to add, I'll put it in the comments. But yeah, I know I sound like a broken record in a lot of these videos. I say the same things by the end, um, but yeah, I guess that's all there's for me to say for now. Mash it and smash it signing off.